Hi, this is Sean from Sparkle and Sprinkle, and today I'm going to show you how to make these Be My Valentine tags. So first, there are some things that I did off screen to prep. I used the Digi Stamp number 939BC, the new Rose Heart Digi, and I print and cut it on my Silhouette machine. I also cut these tags out on my Silhouette machine. And I also pre-made me some shimmer mist sprays using the Nouveau Mousse. You take the mousse, you put it into a mister bottle with some water, you shake it up, and you come out with your own shimmer mist. So, did all of that before we started. So now I'm going to show you how to make the tags. So first, I have 3 blank tags. We're only going to use 2 right now. We're going to use, start with our Nouveau Mousse color is 826 French Rose. Take the mousse and ink dauber. Get it all inked up. And you can put this on as thickly as you like or as thin as you like. If you like it thinner, you smooth it out here. If not, then you could just go straight to paper with it. There's no right or wrong. There's no perfect. No 2 tags will look alike. So you keep putting color until you're happy with the amount of color you have down. You can leave white spaces if you like, or you can cover the entire tag. And we're doing 2 because 2 of the tags' base color is the French Rose. Finish with that. Side. Oh, the other thing that I pre-made that I forgot to say was I used the Silhouette Free Cut of the Week, which was this little heart design here. And I cut this out. This is actually packaging from one of my cutting mats. So I just cut it out from that to make myself a stencil. So I'm going to do 2 things. So first, this is the waste from when I did my print and cut from my Digi, and I decided to save that so that I could use the hearts that are on there and add them to my card. So I just take that, I lay it down, and I get a new ink pad because I'm going to switch colors now and I didn't want them to mix. And this color is the English Heather. Now there's 2 ways again. You can swirl it around to take some of the color off to give it a thinner look, but I do kind of like it thick because I want it to be a little textured on the card. So because I want it textured, I'm just going to pounce it on there and it's going to give it a little more texture. If you wanted to smooth it out, you could just take it and rub it on like you traditionally would use an ink dauber and get all your color in there. But again, I like the textured look, so I'm going to add more. So that's my first background, and I'm going to set that aside to dry. And continuing with the purple, I am going to get my second card, and I'm going to get the stencil that I made with the Silhouette Free Cut, and you place it on here any old kind of way you want. You can tape it down to kind of hold it in place if you like, or you can just hold on to it with your fingers, whatever you desire to do. And again, I'm going to dab on because I want it to be textured. I'll put a little more. And once you're happy with the amount that you've put down, then you stop and you pull up. your stencil. Now I got a little of that on there. So now I'm going to go to the other side, and I am now finished with the purple. And see, I have mousse on my fingers. I have this little microfiber cloth here that I just put a little water in. I put a jar in it so I don't set the wetness down on anything, but it just cleans up my fingers really fast. I also have baby wipes, but this is a less expensive way since I'm at home and I can just go and wash it out later. You get them for like $4 for $1 from the dollar store, so they're really inexpensive and they go a lot longer than baby wipes. So for the next part, I am going to use the Indian Gold number 802 mousse. And the mousse is kind of thick, and you can leave it thick if you want. Or what I'm going to do, just because I want it to be a little thinner, is I put some in the top, take a spray bottle, add a little water to it to kind of loosen it up some. And again, you can leave it thick or you can go thinner, and I just mix it in the top, or I could use it on my glass mat there. But this way, I don't have to waste whatever's on the mat. It'll be in there, and I'll just put the top back on the container. So hold that down, smooth it out. And you can fill in as many of the hearts as you like. I think that guy's going to be a little messed up. But again, no two cards will look alike, so awesome. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to pull this up right now. And so we're going to set that aside to dry. We're going to use this one again, bring this one back, because we want a little more color on here. So here's the first time we were using our shimmer mist. And the color will settle down at the bottom when you're not using it, and the water will be at the top like these guys are. No big deal, just shake it up and it will remix them. So I take it and I'm spraying it across. And I've made this one really thick, so it takes a little more effort. Don't be discouraged, spray until you're happy. Now, remember that the third one we hadn't used yet? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take this one because it has all of this shimmer mist on here, and we're going to pick it up ever so carefully, and we're going to lay it across the other one, and we're going to press. And we're pressing to get that color on there that was on that one. And again, I have stuff all over my hands, so I'm going to take my handy dandy cloth and clean my fingers off. I'm going to pick this one up and move it to the side to dry. And this one, while that stencil is still on there, I'm going to take my other shimmer mist I made, shake some up, and I'm going to add more color to this. And now I am going to pull this one off. Now, since this one is paper and it's thoroughly wet now, it's really delicate. So you can set that aside to dry, and later on you can reuse that on a card or scrapbook page as an embellishment. And just to give this a little more color, I'm going to give it another spritz of gold on top. And because it's not working exactly how I wanted to, then I'll do it this way. There we go. Get me some gold drops in there. And For this one, I like to heat set it just to help it flatten back out. Okay, so you guys don't need to see me dry it all the way, but I wanted to flatten it. So I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to clean off my mat in the meantime, so we can move on to the next step. Again, just another microfiber cloth. And what you don't see off screen is I have a container of water here that all of my utensils that I use in the mousse, I drop in that water so that it doesn't dry on my spatulas. And if this was a plastic stencil, I would drop that in the water so it wouldn't dry on the stencil. And that little microfiber you just saw goes in the water. And then I have another one to dry it. And through the magic of TV, we will have, ta-da, 3 dry cards here. So now, for the next step is I glue on these sayings, the Be My Valentine that I pre-cut from my silhouette, which I don't think I said that earlier either. Alright, so now I've glued all the sentiments on the card. Next, I will take those hearts that I had pre-cut from the Scan and Cut from the Digiset new rose heart, and I'm going to add those to the cards. On each of my cards, there are little slits on here, and because we've done the mixed media and they've dried a little bit, I just have to make them work so I can see them. And put a little glue there. Get in there. Put a little glue and put the heart down. And to weigh them down, just to kind of give them a little weight, just put something on top of them to hold them in place. Give them a second to stick. It's fast drying glue, the Nuvo Glue 200N. And while that's drying, then I get my suckers ready. Oh, actually, I get my ribbon ready. So to get the ribbon in there, I fold it in half. And I take it, stick it through the hole, take the loop, and feed the excess ribbon through the loop. Come on, ribbon. There we go. And then pull it to the top, even it out. Now, then we take our suckers, find the slits, and we are done. All the products will be listed at the bottom of the page that I use. Please remember to subscribe to the page. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Have fun.